Kia ora guys, Bird here. Welcome to episode 4 of Intangible. We're over here by the crystal area. Well, this is kind of our house. We're in the middle of a cave here. Yeah, so I've got a fairly sizable blue crystal farm up here now. But something that I noticed interesting with this particular batch of the blue crystals is that we started getting some of these mysterious yellow columns coming in here. Now, if we recall from the knowledge gem, there are a few things that required yellow crystals, so that's what I'm guessing these are. And you guys in the comments are also saying as well that the yellow crystals are a rare drop from these blue crystal harvests. I don't think. Let's actually try something really quick here. If I get these yellow crystals, no, you can't make yellow crystal exclusively. Okay, so it's gonna. Basically, it still has to come out of the blue crystals here. Now, also, blue crystals can be grown on the wall, which is fairly sweet, pretty good for space saving as well. Well, it doesn't really talk about that. It's sort of, the ones that you get in the water, they kind of, they start on the ground, so yeah, it's really good for them to save space like that. Let's just pick up all these crystals. Oh man, so many. So how many did I have down there? I think I counted something like 25 little crystal farm node things here. So what was our yield out of that? We got 46, so that's almost double right there, which is pretty good. Now I've got a pretty decent amount of blue crystals in there now as well. Now today what we're going to be doing is, see, the thing is that about the knowledge gem, if we come and take a look inside the knowledge gem, let's go back up to the top because it remembers where you are. The thing about it is that I think we pretty much know everything that's available in the mod now. As soon as we have the knowledge gem, you can basically do whatever the heck you want. So I've just been kind of reading through a little bit of it as much as I can, just to try and find out like where we should go next. Like, what's the next thing that we should do to help us on our journey to become intangible, I guess you could say. And the one thing that I saw was the blow mold. Now this seems like a fairly basic item here. If I go ahead and read it, it says, forcing air with a bellows into a filled mold placed in this device will allow me to form intricate crystalline apparatus. After crafting a suitable mold and placing it in this device, I must then simply fill it with a molten material like crystal or glass. Then I must use the bellow to apply a constant stream of concentrated air, and when complete, the finished item may be removed by hand or hopper. It seems that pouring the molten material into the mold with a bucket, or letting it run over the top, is sufficient to fill the mold. Now that's basically the summary of what we need to get going with here today. There are several things that you need to do in order to actually use this thing. The first step is to actually go ahead and craft the thing. It's made with 6 stone and a dropper. Good thing I burned up a bunch of that already in the furnace, and the dropper is made with cobblestone and redstone. I got my inventory prepared for this episode. Ha-ha! Oh no, the dropper goes on top, and then you guys right there. Awesome stuff. So that is the blow mold out of the way. Now it kind of implies, in its entry here in the knowledge gem, do I have any space where I can do this? I do have a bit of space back here. It kind of implies that you can place the bone mold on the ground like a block. Okay. So it makes this kind of very giant goblet sort of shape on the ground here. But that's really only step 1. Let's just, while I'm thinking about it, do this as well. This will make a little bit more sense later. That really is only step 1. Where'd the knowledge gem thing go? I don't remember breaking it. Oh well. Go ahead and put it back down. Maybe it just despawns after a little while. So the next thing that you need to do, that thing is basically useless without these extra things here, the mold, the bellows, and the molten material. We'll start off with the mold here. There are several different types of molds that you can make and actually put inside of the blow mold over there. And basically you can make each of these with sand and stone. Now I don't really know what one we want to go with to start off here. I think the gem mold's probably going to be the best one. It seems like a basic one, and it sounds like we're probably going to... It seems like, my guess is that this is probably going to be a way to triple your gems, which would be really cool. But there are a bunch of other things here. Funnels, decanters, splitters, gourds. If I had to guess, it sounds like there's some kind of... You know how it's like in Breaking Bad or something like that, where they have the massive chemistry setup? You know those movies where they have the spiral stuff and, you know, all kinds of little glass gizmos for the liquids to move around in just to make it look cool for the movies. Yeah, I think that's sort of what this is all about here. Chemistry inside of Minecraft, which is kind of cool. But yeah, we're going to get started with the gem mold. The recipe for that is 5 stone and 4 sand in the TNT shape. Thankfully, I've got the sand and stone on me already. Go ahead and throw these in here. Bada bing, bada boom. Now, do you have to make multiples of these if you want to use it more than once? I guess we'll find that out today, won't we? So, what you need to do is go ahead and place that inside here, I think. It's sort of what it implies, yeah, so that goes in there and does that. Now, I'm just actually want to have a look at the underside of this blow mold. It's like there's like a little tube on the bottom here, a valve, so to speak. Or is it just a fancy bottom for it to be like, look at me, I'm a fancy bottom. Man, that sentence out of context. Alright, so now we've got the mold in there. The next step on our journey here is going to be, let's see if we go back, the bellows. We also need the bellows. Now, when you read about these in the Thaumonomicon, these have their own Thaumonomicon entry to read about. Harnessing the power of good old elbow grease, I'm able to produce a continuous flow of air. Apart from the rather benign use of this tool to blow atoms around, I feel this will be a perfect to form crystalline objects in a blow mold. I also suspect that a furnace will burn more efficiently if fed by bellows. Perhaps I can even rend the flesh off the zombie trapped in a bone cage. The bone cage is going to have to come another time. But you can see there's obviously links between this and the bone mold. The recipe is 3 oak planks, 2 leather, and an iron casing. Now, I actually had to do quite a bit of searching here to find some leather for today's episode. I've only found 3 so far after killing like 6 or 7 cows. Yeah, there's not very many cows around here. What was the recipe for the iron casing? That thing right there. You take 2 leather like so, then you grab 3 oak. Can you actually use a different type of wood? Let's check that really quick. Do I have any birch here? Yeah, I do have some birch. I just want to check this. Just to see if it does specifically take oak. But yeah, we'll find out really shortly here. Bada bing. Okay, you can make it with different types of wood. Awesome stuff. So that's the bellows. It kind of implies that this is a item that you hold. Okay, no, it's definitely something that you put down. Okay. Oh, okay. That's pretty sweet. How do you break it? With a pick? Okay, you can break it with the pick, and that gives it back. What side should I put it on, I wonder? Maybe we'll put it on this side. You have to put it here, right? Oh, okay, no, that gets the gem mold back out. Alright, so I guess they do multiple use. So if I put that there, the end of it is pointing into here. And I guess you just have to kind of like right-click it every once in a while to get bellow juice in there. Alright, so we're almost done here. We actually have the 3 items there. The final thing that we need to do is get the molten material. Let's get the knowledge gem back open. Now, it talks about this a little bit in materials. If we go to crystal, it'll talk about it a little bit here. I've noticed that placing shards of the crystal into stone has the best growth rate, sometimes even forming an off-coloured but especially pure column. Now, here we go. I suspect that both forms of this crystal, blue and yellow, will have a melting point lower than that of lava. I may be able to melt the crystal by dropping it into still or flowing lava, and then form it in a mold. Yeah, I'm not too sure what this is talking about here, to be perfectly honest. It's very the knowledge gem is kind of vague, not a whole lot of knowledge, definitely a lot of hints about how to use the mod. It's definitely not holding your hand, which is kind of a good or a bad thing. I do like the Thaumonomicon from Thaumcraft for being a little bit more specific about how to use it. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and test this out here. I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen here. I just want to make a little bit of a flow cage for this. If I do that, lava will flow about 3 blocks, so the source would have to be right there. Okay. Yeah, that should be good, and I don't want it to like burn my bellows or something, so we'll just put a block on top of there, and we can still operate it from down here. Let's just make this a little bit higher. The ceiling's a little bit low here, but workable. Alright, I think I actually want to put a block here as well, just to kind of... It says it'll work on still lava like that. Alright, so if I go ahead and throw this blue crystal in, what I'm expecting to happen is that this lava's basically going to turn blue, but we'll find out here. Let's see what happens. I just did something really bad. Oh, no, there we go. Okay, cool. Normally you don't throw your items into lava. Kind of counterintuitive there, but that looks to have done it. That's made some blue crystal right there. Now, is this going to flow like water or like lava? I think... Can I pick it up with the bucket? I can. Bucket of molten blue crystal. Oh my days. Is it... Ah! Yeah, it is molten bird. Oh my days. Get out of there. Derpy bird. Man, just because it's blue doesn't mean it's water. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and let it flow. I guess it will flow like lava. There's your answer. Yep, definitely flowing like lava. Oh, or maybe not. No, it's definitely taken its time in the flowing department. Okay, let's go ahead and pick that back up. Maybe it has to be, and maybe it doesn't flow at all. If I put that on top, what's going to happen? Okay, that disappeared straight away. Straight away. It's gone skis. Oh my days. Did I do it? Did I do it? Did I succeed? Where is my stuff? Uh-oh. Maybe I should have had this blowing already? Oh, hold on. Hold on. You can do it all the way close like that. Okay. Huh. Ooh. Okay, there we go. We got 3 blue gems. Right, so you have to hold it down. I'm just holding down right click here. And that's how that works. Okay, so you get yourself a bunch of these little blue gems. Now, I'm not actually sure what these things are used for yet. We didn't discover anything out of them. Perhaps if we take a look here in some of the... let's head back up here to the main menu. I want to check... Let's see, if we go down... No, where is it? Where is it? There's normally a place... There's a place where you can get to... It's not here on the main menu, but you should be able to work your way around to the... I go back up. No, where am I going? Devices. Man, sorry about this. Let's see. Let's go to Solid Spray. I know you can get different there. Control circuit. Okay, here we go. This is one of the things that it's used for in making control circuits. Alright, and that's the recipe for it there. Molten blue crystal and a blow mold with the gem mold gets you 3 per. I was thinking this was a way to triple my gems, but that doesn't look to be the case. Okay, that just looks like you can do that, and then you get that with redstone, soulbone. Yeah, so there's a way to get into a nice menu where it shows you all the crafting ingredients, but we're not at it here. Okay. We've got a little bit of time here on the end of the episode. Why don't we go ahead and try making one other item here. We've got tons of the crystal now. Let's see, we've got funnel, decanter, splitter gourd, spiral gem, glass bottle mold, or a glass pane mold. Now that could be interesting, making some blue glass panes. The recipe for that is 8 sand and 1 stone. Let's try that out in here. 8 sand and 1 stone. Bada boop. Cool. So you can basically just, yeah, it looks like you only need to make 1 mold, and then the thing will work forever, which is great. Go ahead and put the gem variety in, and now I am going to need another block of lava here, and there aren't any close by. I don't think we're going to have to go all the way down here. We're still keeping our 1-to-1 ratio going down here per episode. In fact, I think I'm just going to cut this part out, and we'll return once I have some lava. Welcome back, folks. I've got my lava again. Now, can I just, let's try a slightly more refined version of this. Can I just take my lava and stick it on top of here without it causing any problems? Let's find out. Boop. There we go. And I need another blue crystal. We can't use these little blue gems. I thought that would be a way to triple the gems, but no, it's just a crafting item. I don't think it itself is all that useful. Throw that in there. Okay. What's happening? It's stuck above? There we go. Alright. and it's not being sucked in immediately. Maybe I have to... Alright, let's pick it up and then throw it back down. Okay. What about like that? Oh, okay, yeah, I can put it in there like that. Okay, then you hold right click on here. And nothing happens. Okay, let's try again. Is it doing anything, bird? Can I take that back out? I can. I wasn't having any luck with that previous mold, this glass pane mold. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong there. I was doing the same thing with the gem mold, but that doesn't seem to be working. So we're going to try a different mold here. We're going to try the glass bottle mold with this bucket of molten blue crystal. Do I stick it on top? I'm not too sure if you put it on top or like actually inside the machine. It's because you can actually put it inside the machine like this. There you go, yeah, it's in there, definitely. I'll put it back in. And then do this. I think you have to... It probably needs to be inside this machine, but you probably just need to give it a whole heap of arcane bellowage. No, it's not arcane bellows, it's normal bellows. Thaumcraft mixing uppage. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and hold this down for a couple of minutes here and see if anything happens. Well, folks, I can only assume that I'm doing something wrong here. I've been hammering at this thing for about 2 minutes or so now, and nothing's happening. So I think we're just going to go ahead and let's replace the mold that's in there. Yeah, so we've got that. I put the gem mold back on. I'll be willing to bet that it works straight away for some reason. If it doesn't, then I don't know, maybe I did a fluke at the first time? No, see, that... Okay, there's definitely something up that gets us blue gems, but not glass panes. Maybe you can't make... Maybe you... Oh! Oh, I get it. I think I get it. Okay, I think I know what I need to do. I need to get some more lava, and I need to turn some of this into glass. Alright, let's see if putting glass in here... If I go ahead and throw the glass in there, will that turn it into, like, molten glass or something? Okay, that's made a kind of a dirty liquid right there. I guess I can pick it up. A bucket of molten glass. Is it going to have the same fluid mechanics as the blue glass? Yeah, okay, it only works as the one guy that does flow downwards, so I can put that in there. Then I'm guessing if I take... Let's see, do I want to make a glass pane? If I do that... Okay, that puts that in there. Let's see if I can do this now. Bada bing, bada, boom. Okay, we have progress. Wow. So that gets you 5. Alright, that's actually a really nice and efficient way to get glass panes. Unfortunately, it uses the lava up. I'm gonna need to do some tests off camera here. To see if you can put it in flowing, like the actual flowing lava and not your source lava, and see if you can get glass that way. But that will have to be, well, we'll find that out another time, because we're all out of time for today, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this episode of Intangible, learning how to use the blow mold. I think this is a fairly good, fun little thing, and I managed to work the things out, even though the comments probably told me preemptively. Anyway, yeah. Hopefully, as I said, hopefully you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Kia kaha, and I'll see you in the next video.